Hello guys, Mayday Media here. Got some more videos of some Ugandan megastructures that they've built. We've got Rabbi Shmuley and we've got an Islamist pretending that he's going to leave Islam because this is what they do. It's part of their plant. And we got this video. Like, subscribe, help me out.
Camera footage has emerged of a strange and frightening robbery at a Hampton Roads restaurant. It happened May 27th at Smashers as staff were cooking food for a customer. A man wearing a ski mask walks in the kitchen waving a knife at terrified workers. However, he decides to not steal any money. Surprisingly, he finishes cooking the burger. That didn't go to plan as he drops the patties on the floor, which causes him to try again. Perhaps his persistence is due to Smashers using fresh, never frozen, certified Angus ground beef. The suspect eventually flees the scene while taking a bottle of their famous Smashers sauce.
I was just like, chill. Like, I know our food is good, but you didn't have to do all that. Like, you could have easily asked my team and they would have happily made it for you. And honestly, the worst thing is that he dropped a burger. I mean, think about the extra food costs. And he's lucky I wasn't there because I would have switch cheated his ass.
The suspect was captured shortly after and has been identified as Tucker Alvarez, who just 2 months ago was charged for, and I quote, getting too freaky with his local mailman.
I'm guessing
now
this
faces
is AI.
27 years in federal prison for robbery and possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose.
I'm guessing this can't be real, but maybe it is. I mean, I don't know. I mean, let's not start a new trend, young people, and do not sexually assault your mailman. That would be a bad thing, especially if it's a dude. Put it to you that way. All right, and here's this Islamist. Now, this is part of their strategy by saying they're coming out against all this stuff. There's a couple people on YouTube that I watch that I know this is what they're doing. They're pretending to be non-Islamist to get you on their side, and it'll eventually try to use them for it because they get a lot of coverage. I mean, they get pushed more than anything I've seen in a long time. Most of these Islamists that claim they're standing up for the American values or British values or Australian values, they're all plants. Remember that always. Now, I do pay attention to them because I can tell where the storm's going to just by listening to them. But here's one of them. This is a lying trash dump Islamist. He is not leaving. He is a liar, a scammer. This is what they are. This is how they take over your countries, by the way, by doing this stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Sometimes I'm just like, what deen am I a part of? What kind of people do we have? Like, I don't want to identify with these kinds of people. It's crazy, man. Then I have to think.
He's lying to us. Look at his eyes. Look at how he's looking. Look at his looking. He's still looking to the right. Always
like
when he
Muslims,
says that.
They're not following the Sunnah. They're not following Islam as it should be. Because wallahi, some of these people, bro, I'm telling you, man, they just make you wanna not be part of it. It makes sense, but then you have to remind yourself that they're not following the religion as it should. And the religion is beautiful. The deen is beautiful. It's a mercy, a deen of mercy, a deen of love. And these guys have just basically hijacked it. And subhanAllah, a lot of people have left Islam because of these people's actions. It's crazy.
No, that's a lie. This man is not leaving Islam. He does not feel that way. The S word law. Okay, that is the foundation of this culture. Okay, they don't want it to leave. They're only plants. Do not believe a word that any of these say, ever.
You know, I actually kind of feel for this guy because he is so close to realizing that.
Don't feel sorry. That's another part of it. Don't let him in. I've got a video up about the ducks and the hens.
Something is wrong and he is in a cult. You know, he likes the spiritual side of it, but he doesn't like the people. He doesn't like how it makes the people act. And what
he likes the spiritual side of it. You betcha. He likes all that stuff with that culture.
Feeling is that he needs religion. He needs spirituality, but he's in a cult and he's so close to realizing that it's.
I'm waiting until something comes out on this guy and all his abuses.
So like hard to watch these people struggle with this because they know something is wrong. And look at the comments. was Muslim, got baptized today, studied the Bible, and compared it with the Quran. So there are people leaving. My partner, Pakistani Muslim, left Islam, now Christian. I left Islam.
This is all a setup and a plant. Make no mistake, that's what this is. This is a setup and a plant. This is all organized.
Islam beginning of the year, much happier and peaceful. Jesus is the way.
I can't believe this Wall Street ape guy doesn't know that. I've seen the paperwork that they put out. I know this guy's seen it. I know he knows it.
Jesus is Lord. Straight up a cult. Jesus is calling you, brother. I mean,
yeah, do not fall for this stuff. This is what they want. Understand that. Here's our favorite guy.
Let me be clear. For thousands of years, we Jews have developed an insidious mental construct that we need to be loved. We need everyone to like us. Now, that would be nice. Machiavelli said 500 years ago in Florence that you should want to be loved and feared. But if you have to choose, and October 7th has forced us to choose, then you need to choose being feared over being loved. The Jewish people have to be feared. Hamas has to fear the IDF. Hezbollah and disgusting, poisonous, reptilian Iran has to fear the Mossad.
The fact that anybody takes this guy seriously on anything that he says is kind of ridiculous. But, I mean, you know how he makes his money and what he does. I mean, I can't even say it on YouTube. But he's calling for the assassination of Candace and Tucker. Listen.
Just think about this for a moment. When Israel goes in the heart of Tehran and kills Ismail Haniyeh, and I feel really bad for him, because if I had $4 billion, I wish I could have lived longer and bought more hot tubs and more, Gulfstream 6s and all that wasted money now, which his children are now suing Erdogan for. When you do that in the heart of Tehran, what do you think Khamenei himself is thinking? He's thinking, uh-oh, I'm next. These Jews actually fight back. The same thing is true in media. Why aren't we going after the Candace Owens of the world, the most disgusting reptilian anti-Semite?
They've never fought back. They've been thrown out of 109 countries over 1,100 times, and they've never fought back. They've only called people names and used that to get pity from other white people to come and save them.
In America. Why aren't we going after Roger Waters? Why aren't we going after Tucker Carlson? President Trump, who spoke here at the IAC the other day, is the most pro-Israel president in American history. What the heck is he doing with Tucker Carlson in his ear? Tucker Carlson's a Holocaust denier. Tucker Carlson just had a historian on, 42 million people watched it, who said the Holocaust, he's not a Holocaust denier. He admits that 6 million Jews died, but it wasn't a program of genocide. They were like prisoners of war, they died of disease. Cut the crap and stop desecrating the memory of our 6 million. And no American president, whether it's Biden or George Bush or greatest president for Israel, Trump, should be having people like that. And we have to go after the Tucker Carlsons of this world.
I think they estimated where even with all the crematoriums in Europe, it would still take 2,500 years to burn that many bodies.
Tired of being a scared Jew. I am tired of quaking and shivering and trembling before our enemies. We are going to bring the fight to our enemies.
Yeah, you're going to bring the fight to your enemies. You've already brought that. You've done it in the dark, behind our backs, with the doors closed, doing all kinds of terrible things. What we got here? This is kind of funny. Watch this. Watch. A fucking alligator was sleeping under him. An alligator. An alligator. That's pretty wild. They were both napped out, and he was cuddling with an alligator, a little small one. That's almost hilarious.
Check this out. 14-year-old boy in Germany beheaded by a Palestinian asylum seeker. Look, I feel fucking terrible for what's happening in Palestine, and I do not condone their actions at all. But at the same time, would I bring them in just because they're in a war zone so my people, Australians, can get fucking beheaded? Because if they're doing it in Germany, the same people are coming to Australia. It will happen in Australia. It's as simple as that. We have to fucking wake up, guys. We are bringing these people in en masse.
There's one of your engineers and doctors. I mean, the boy's already got a hard helmet on. He's probably already working into some sort of industry like that. There's your engineer, dude.
Saw 3 more stabbings in Sydney over the past couple of days. Randomly going into shops and stabbing a 47-year-old woman and 2 men in the fucking neck. One's dead and the others are in critical condition. My goal here is to say enough is fucking enough, because I get so many messages now saying I didn't realize it was this bad. It's this fucking bad. We cannot be letting these people in. Firstly, we fire the fucking liar. Then we vote in the next. And if they don't improve it, we get rid of them too.
It's pretty obvious voting just is not working, and it will never work. There's really only one way, and that's feet on the ground in lots of people. It's going to be hard to do in a multicultural, though. That's the thing. Here is more money. Let's see how much was spent here. $94,000 for this kitchen alone. So let's see here. Let's see this kitchen.
So this costed how much?
The agent told me it's about 300 million.
For the kitchen?
Yes.
350 million for this thing?
And even this water pipe.
That's the kitchen. It's outside. It's looks like it ain't even got one sink. And is that mold up there? What the hell is that? Can someone tell me what that is? I don't know what that is.
Was fixed by the current in charge now. Theirs that they had fixed never even worked. The sample is behind.
350 million.
That thing there was $350 million. Which I'm guessing is going to be, that's got to be their currency.
This one has never worked.
No, but because we wanted to use the kitchen, that's why we had to bring plumber to redo the other side so that our patients could use the kitchen.
So this side not yet. And then this fence, who put it there?
This fence was put by the sub-county.
By the sub-county?
It was $94,000 for the kitchen, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh.
10 years ago. 15 years ago.
So the cost for the fence went where? The money for the fence?
The cost of the fence.
Not doctors, not engineers, never will be. And the stories you hear about the ones that are. Ooh.
This is Tulum, Mexico in 2026, after the American expats who made it world famous left. And now Mexico is trying to win them back. Tulum is one of the first destinations to open people's minds to this idea that the American dream is more attainable outside the US. The revelation that you could afford all of life's comforts while enjoying a slower pace of life and feeling happy and fulfilled. Americans and other foreigners came en masse to live that dream here in Tulum, as remote work went mainstream because of the pandemic. Until they left and didn't come back.
We would go 3 or 4 times a year, but it was a dream that died because I thought I would retire there.
No longer this cute little beach hippie yoga retreat town anymore. To me, it is vile.
What is that?
It is vile.
And right now, it's a ghost town.
Tulum needs the US, its #1 source of visitors. And winning them back is supposed to be a nationwide effort. The Mexican government launched a plan with 128.
Isn't it weird that here in America we're taking in people with no money and giving them our money, and this country won't take people in from America that has money? Very unusual. Here's a reason why your son should be taught firearms early on.
An 11-year-old boy fired 12 shots at home intruders and injured him, but now the suspects say he owes them for medical expenses. This incident happened in a typical neighborhood. An 11-year-old boy named Chris was at home alone with his 4-year-old sister. Two strangers quietly approached their house. Chris saw through
His 4-year-old sister. Boy, I could only imagine how that would have went for that young boy and his sister if he didn't use the firearm.
the front door security camera that these men had been lurking around their home multiple times before. Because his mother was not at home, Chris warned his younger sister to stay quiet and not open the door. Despite Chris clearly warning the suspects through the closed door that he was armed, the two men ignored him. Instead, they began trying to break down the front door. Perhaps believing only 2 children were inside, they felt confident enough to keep going. After repeatedly hitting the door, they eventually forced their way into the home. Feeling he had no other option, Chris opened fire. He fired 12 shots, one of which struck one of the intruders in the leg. The gunshots alerted neighbors, who immediately called 911. Emergency services arrived quickly, and the injured suspect was taken to the hospital for treatment. Chris's mother later stated she actually recognized one of the intruders. He had robbed their house before, but this time he wasn't so lucky. Shockingly, the injured suspect is now demanding Chris's family pay for his medical bills, and he's insisting the boy be held accountable. Chris now faces accusations of using excessive force, despite firmly maintaining he acted purely in self-defense. What do you think about this situation?
Okay, excessive force. You're an 11-year-old boy protecting your 4-year-old sister. There really is no such thing as excessive force in that case. And only shooting, what was it, 11 bullets or something, only hitting the guy once. Both of those blacks should be happy that they're still alive, let alone the nerve to sue, with the video feed showing them kicking in the door after he had warned them that he has a firearm. If the judge doesn't look at the attorney and the people that are trying to sue this and tell them to get the F out of the courtroom immediately before I have you all arrested, then there's something wrong with that community, that county, and the people that are in charge of it. It's just that simple. In fact, I mean, why don't they sue them and put a restraining order on those guys? This would be the thing to do. Put a restraining order, sue them for the damages that they caused. The nerve. I mean, think about it. I mean, the nerve. And then the whole black community, did you see them? The whole black community was in support of this. In support of suing this family when these grown blacks were trying to, who knows what they would have done to him. I mean, I could only imagine. This is the way they think, man. I mean, really, it's dangerous, and we need to do something about it. I don't know what. Thank you.